is Thursday, and we are in South Padre Island, Texas. We're gonna go get us a boat. Nope, ain't never hauled no boat before, but we're gonna get that one checked off the list today. Yes, sir. Ain't never been to South Padre Island either. Guess we'll check that one off as well. Sort of. Because I want to go like fishing and stuff down here. Because, well, they got a lot of water. And the water is the best place to find fish. So, it kind of goes hand in hand. Watch for pelicans. Alrighty. We ain't never seen a sign like that before. Watch for pelicans. Pull up! We got the mighty, mighty big bridge. Already, and it's, I don't know, it's like 9 o'clock this morning, I suppose. 8:45, something like that. It's right around there. It's second breakfast time. That's what time it is. Second breakfast. Yes, it is the 12th of March even. Gotta give me one of them sticky calendars for my dash so I can remember what friggin' day it is. Been pretty well sunny all morning, but I think those are the same clouds that just followed me down from Houston. Same ones that I got to the place and it just turned on the dump station.
Take your next right onto Padre Boulevard, State Park Road 100.
Okay, thank you, Tina. Tina the Terrorizer, everybody. She'll be here all day. South Padre Island, Texas. I've got the right place. Look at that.
Turn right onto Padre Boulevard, State Park Road 100.
There's 3 of us down here. One's already loaded, and I don't know if he's gone or loaded and gone, or he just got loaded. I'm not sure where the second one's at, if I'm the second one.
In half a mile, turn right onto Wallace L. Reed Road.
But I know there's 3 of us, so there's that. Alrighty. We'll
Turn right onto Wallace L. Reed Road.
catch y'all later. We gotta check in with this nice guard check lady right now. Good morning, everybody. It is Friday. Finally Friday. Back again. We won't be having a wild weekend. No, we'll be working all weekend again. One of the most coolest bridges in Louisiana that you ever will cross is this here bridge. I do not know the name of it, but it is pretty cool just the same. I don't remember how long it is, but it is very long. And if you go down in there, you probably get eaten by a crocodile. No, not a crocodile. You be getting eaten by an alligator. There are no crocodiles here. Those are in Australia. Anyhow, this is pretty cool. I enjoy this bridge very much so. There's another one that further south that goes come on now, shush it. Goes across the bay and whatnot. That one's pretty cool too. I believe that was over in New Orleans, maybe. I'm trying to remember, but I cannot remember. 60 mile an hour across this here bridge. I don't suspect it's a good idea to get caught speeding across this here bridge, so we are not going to do that today. This old rest area down here, I've crashed down there before overnight. It's a pretty cool little rest area. You can go walking down in there and walking around. And actually, I remember you can actually cut clear underneath the interstate, come out the other side if you young too. Yeah, you can do that. I remember it now. Parked there one day when I was pulling vans still. Pretty neato. Trees are starting to really put the old buds on now, buddy. That's a good deal right there. We feel liking that, yes sir. I bet there are snakes galore in there. We ain't go. Well, good morning, everybody. I guess I should say good almost noon. Because, yeah, it's almost noon on a Sunday. We sitting here down here in Everglades, not too far out of Miami, with our boatload. You ever haul a boatload? I have hauled a boatload now. I picked these up in South Padre Island, going down to Key West, Florida. Yep, all the way down to Key West, Florida. I don't know why these fellers wouldn't just, you know, zap them across the Gulf of America. I think that'd be cheaper, but I think they had 4 loads of these going up and around. We'll deliver them tomorrow morning, and we head back up to Miami and pick us up one of those inverter generators that are built into the connexes or the storage containers. But yeah, this is what we did. Load paid really good, and was a little apprehensive because it's a long deadhead out of Key West there if you don't get anything out of Miami. But we got lucky on that one. Got us one out of Miami that's paying not the best, but it's paying about what the same as a lot of the other loads coming out of normal lower 48. So interesting load. Life expectancy on these old girls aren't what you're gonna say a whole long time. Yeah, but that's what we got going. Plenty of straps. I mean, it looks janky as all get out, but you cinch them down, they ride good on them tires. So we're gonna go get us some Dunkin' Donuts and coffee, because they have Dunkin' Donuts and coffee here. So we're gonna go get us some of that. We're at the old casino, and I don't even remember what the heck the name of this little place is, but we got the local police. They run and guard duty, but rained last night. Looked like it's gonna rain again today. It's not all that hot, but boy, it's humid as all get out. So we got the redneck air conditioner going, running off the Predator generator, and that value will freeze you out. So like I say, number one goal, don't idle the truck, man. So we're gonna wander over here and get us some Dunkin' Donuts. This is actually a really pretty nice little truck stop. They don't have showers, which that sucks, but what do you do? Dude wipes, brother. They got a Glades Cafe, I think is what the place is called in here, and I ordered up. It's a little on the spendy side, but you know, what do you expect? You're outside of a national park, touristy, you know. But got a double cheeseburger with all the fixings, lettuce, pickle, tomato, onion, like it should be, because you know, you gotta have your vegetables, and a big old side of fries, and a large Diet Coke to kill the guilt of everything you've eaten previously. But 20 bucks, and I tell you what, man, that those gals up in there, they can fix a hamburger now. Buns were steamed. I did not feel robbed at spending $20 on a hamburger and fries, because either I was super hungry or it was good. Nah, dude, it was good. It was really good. So we're gonna wander in here, get us some Dunkin' and Dunkin'. I'm gonna shut this off because I don't need no help looking like a doofus. And we'll catch y'all later. Bye-bye now. And there we are, leaving the old naval base. Dropped off our boats, and time to wiggle our way on out of here. That was one of the tightest bases I've been on yet. Boy, they did not leave room for the others. You. You've been quiet all morning. It's hot though. 11 a.m., 87 degrees, plenty of humidity. UV warnings out for the day, so fat guy, he gonna stay in the shade. Not gonna be able to get loaded today. I'll have to wait till the morning, which was the plan anyhow, but I was kind of hoping I could get back up to Miami quick enough. I could get that load on this afternoon instead of the morning, but that ain't gonna work, so we're gonna have to load her up in the morning, which is fine. We'll find us somewhere to park this old girl up at and head her on to get loaded and then to Iowa. Glad I ain't going up there today. It's cold and full of snow up there. It's all kinds of gross. So I'll stay down, yeah. That's all right. We're gonna be running the old clock down today anyhow, so it's all good. Time we get it's only 158 miles up there, but we had some screwing around time today, getting unloaded and going through security twice. Yep. But that's all right. Now we know for next time. It's one thing with military loads. You just you never know what you're going to get yourself into on the first visit to a new base. But once you do one, figure out where the gates are at, and you're good to go. It's kind of weird because they got, you'd think they do background checks in a couple of different spots, but the CBIZ gate is clear up on the north side of Key West, and the place I needed to go was clear on the southwest side. So I got down here, checked in, and said, no, you need to go to CBIZ. Crap, okay. So I whipped her around, went back across Key West, checked in there. It took a little while, 40 minutes, I suppose, time it was all said and done. And back across Key West, check in again, and they don't do no escorts. The gal just said, yep, head straight on down, you make a couple of rights and you'll be right there. It's like, okay, cool. So I did exactly what she said, head straight on down. Well, that goes behind the motel, which there's no way out to get out of the motel. And I thought, lady, you told me to go straight. I went straight, and that was bad. So I flip around, get on out of that kerfuffle, and then have a look at my own map, and it's like, well, what she really meant to say was, instead of going straight, you make a left, and then you go straight. So directionally challenged she was. Like, man, you work here, you ought to know where to go. Well, we got her figured out, got her kicked off, it's all good. So when asking for directions, it's very important that you verify when they say straight, they really mean straight, and they don't mean take a left. Like, dang it, girl. Ain't nobody got no time for that. But this little segment here, this will be the end of this here vidya, and we'll move on to the new one tomorrow. Come on, guys, I'm leaving you a hole. I'm flashing my flash at you. There you go. 2 out of 3 didn't get it. all kinds of cool little fishing spots down here. Boy, you could go fishing all day long, every day of the year. Of course, you got to be able to afford the property down here. And you don't get much bang for your buck, boy. I figure. Whew, I don't know what you're doing. But yeah, by the time you buy property down here, boy, you better be some sort of friggin' brain surgeon or something, because that's the only way you're going to afford that. You could fly a whole lot of times before you come up on 1 month's mortgage. Yep. I want to get out of Nebraska, but I ain't coming here. Georgia's on my mind. Wisconsin ain't bad, but that weather the last couple of days, the old blizzard in March up there, Georgia's on my mind. Yeah, Georgia, you still got deer hunting, you still got bear hunting, you got plenty of fishing, hiking. I don't know what the snake situation is. You'd have to do a check on the old snake situation. I don't do snakes, man. I burn the forest down before I see one of those. Pier boardwalk sidewalk thing, boy, that's been busy all morning long. It's pretty cool. Everybody riding their bikes up and down. There were some dudes fishing up here this morning when I come by the first freaking time. Slow down for that old crosswalk. You don't know who's going to come bailing across there on their little hot rod scooters, you know. Printing old Yokohama across them. That'd be a bad deal. Yeah, the keys there, they're a lot longer than what I figured. You know, just by looking at a map and not doing any mileage on it, but from the very tip, because I was as far south on the Key West Island there is what you can go. It's 155 miles back up to Miami, so dang it, man, that's a good trip up there. I didn't realize it was quite that far, but it didn't feel like it, because most of it I did in the dark this morning, because I left the truck stop where I was at. There's a casino up on the reservation up there in the Everglades. What the heck was I on? 75. And that was a nice little place to stop. I did reset there. Well, just because there ain't no place to park down here, so even you get into Miami and whatnot, it just sucks to find some place to park. So I crashed her up there. Oh, kayakers, that looks fun. That lady there doing one of them stand-up paddle boards. I know I do that, man. She got her feet hanging off the edges. I'd be stumpy shark bait there. I don't know about that. You need a little bit more substantial boat. Yeah, because I was saying, oh yeah, the Glades casino deal. That was decent parking up there. That's where I had that Jim Dandy of a cheeseburger. I must say that was a mighty fine cheeseburger. We're not gonna do cheeseburgers today. We'll find us a hole in the wall truck stop. there's one on, what the heck is that, Route 991 or some crap like that. I don't remember what it is. It's supposed to be a little hole in the wall truck stop. I passed it this morning coming down. It definitely looks like a hole in the wall, but it's free, so that's good. It'll be the only one that's free up there on the outskirts, unless you go back up to the res. Which I may or may do that too, because I know there will be parking over there. We'll have to see what kind of parking we got when we get up here, because it only had about 15 spots or so in there, 15, 20 spots, not very many spots. It'll be early afternoon by the time we get up there, so you know how that goes. They go quick with the local yokels. And that's fine, I do that at home too, so what you do, you know. Looked at Truck Parking Club. There's a handful of spots, but god dang, man, they won like, one was like $40 for an overnighter. You freaking kidding me? I ain't doing no $40. So we'll figure it out, you know. Don't you know? There's two of them anyhow that I can go to before I make up my mind we're gonna go back to the res. I really don't want it because it's, you know, out of the way, and fuel is like ridiculously expensive now. It's like $5.25 pump price down here. So we're just gonna ease this old girl back on up to the mainland. Find us a honey hole to park up in. Got to top off the generator, refill my can, and fire that old girl up, because I imagine we're going to need the AC again today. And I can hook up the cube and make me up some dinner / supper. Of course, I could have done that before I left down here, but that's all right. It'll be done before I get up there, and I don't want to overcook the pork roast, you know, because I don't want to dry my stuff out. Yeah, we have left Key West now. And we got Duck Key, Crane Key, and some other key. I don't know what the heck that one is, but there's a whole bunch of keys through here. It's pretty cool. I like how they got the fishing areas done. You can whip on down by the water, and then they got all the old bridges. You can go clear out there on them bridges. I don't know what they're fishing for. Fish, obviously. Station right down here to our right. You won't be able to see it because the camera's not pointed that way. I can see it though, it's right over there. It's pretty cool. shack and then found out you was doing it wrong, feller. That's alright. I like rerouting in brand new places that are tight to navigate like Key West. That was a lot of fun. That wasn't that bad. Everything's truck route, so same as always. Use up your real estate. Don't run stuff over. A lot of this through here too is 45 to 55. Nothing faster than that. There might be one area that's 60. I don't think it was. I think 55 is your fastest. So, 155 miles. It's scenic, boy. And it's at a snail's pace, so well, I suppose I can understand that too, you know. You get out on those open sections of Keys where there ain't nothing around, man, you can crash out there and have a problem. That could be a pretty serious issue cleanup wise, because it's not like an interstate going up and down through here. It's only 2 lane most of the ways. Or a little bit of 4 lane, but not a whole lot. Been as far to the southeast as what we can go in a big truck. So look at all them boats. You know, they out there fishing, laughing at a guy because he's a working and not a fishing. Well, yeah, that was the furthest we've been to the southeast. Can't go no further down there, so ain't got to do that one again. This here is called Shark Channel, aka don't jump in the water, bro. I would imagine as windy as it is, they're more towards the bottom today, would be my guess. Which is where I would be once I finally sank. This one will make for a pretty neat little video. Kind of redone the intro a little bit. Hopefully it looks not lame. But then I figured it's not really like I know what I'm doing. I'm just playing around anyhow, showing what I do. And it's a great way to occupy yourself when you've got downtime on the truck, you know. Keeps you going a little, keeps you from going a little stir crazy. You always got a little bit of something to do, you know. Bookworking and counting on the computer and goofing around with the videos and all that kind of stuff. Occupies your time.